Today, we're heading deep into the North Georgia mountains for an overnight camping trip at Unicoi Campground, one of the most scenic spots in the state. We will be hiking, biking, and cooking on this quick solo camping adventure. So grab your gear, sit back, and join us as we experience the beauty of Unicoi Lake. Let's get started. Look at how beautiful this site is. It's got a picnic table right back here, which is really nice. One of the things that I love most about this camper is this big window right here. So because of this big window, it makes it so that I really don't need a picnic table out here, but it's a pretty sight. So I have one evening before I got to go to work in the morning, and I figure, hey, why not come out here with the camper and just enjoy the evening in the outdoors. I did bring along a little surprise for you guys, which if you watch one of my last videos, you may already know what it is. But I'm going to do some exploring today and go on some walking trails or maybe some hiking trails. It's 60 degrees here in Georgia right now, which is just beautiful. So I got my Wander with Will hoodie on. I may end up losing the hoodie and just going with the shirt down underneath. We'll see. It all depends on how warm it gets today and what we're doing. But it is surely a beautiful day today. We do have some plans for dinner, which should be delicious. I'll show you guys what I have prepared, or, well, it's not really prepared, but what I'm gonna be cooking for dinner a little bit later. First things up though is to do some exploring, because now that I'm here, all I wanna do is just ride around. And if you're like, well, what are you gonna ride on? My new electric bike. Thank you, Brian Waters Outdoors. So this is the electric bike I had. I've already been taking it on a little bit of riding just around my neighborhood. So I'm excited to go ride a little bit more, not just around my neighborhood, but around campsites, stuff like this. It's a great way to explore. So let me figure out what to put you guys on, and then we'll go explore. Is it gonna work? I don't know. I'll show you guys what I have you on. It's I don't know if it's gonna work or not. We'll just have to see. All right, let me try and level you guys out. You guys feel pretty level up there? It's a pretty steep hill. Speed bump. Hey. GoPro did pretty good. It's pretty chilly when you're going on the bike. It's cold. I tell you guys this thing is a ton of fun. Like, you may not think 20 miles per hour is very fast, but holy cow, this thing zooms. I mean, it is like ready to go. It is so fun. This was totally worth the trip to Fort Ward. And it like has different speeds, so like if you're wanting to go faster, you just bump it up a speed, but then you better hang on because it's gonna go. I tell you guys, being out here makes me so excited for spring. Oh my goodness, on a beautiful day like this, on this gorgeous lake. Wow. It's warm, it's sunny, it's perfect. Oh my goodness, that was so much fun. I mean, it's like when you're riding on one of these electric bikes, you feel like you experience so much more of the outdoors and the environment that you're with. I can't believe I have this thing. It is a blast. And check out this display. I mean, you can see, you see that 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the pedal assist. So it's right here at your hands. You can increase it or decrease it however you want. And then you can see the battery is right up here. So you don't have to wonder how much battery left you have, or battery life you have left. It's right there. And then it's got a horn. It's got the headlights right here. So you can kind of decide how much of the headlights you want or not. It's a super cool thing. There is some kind of noise. I don't know if you can hear it. There's some kind of noise it's making. I'm gonna have to figure out what the noise is. But it's like a squealing kind of noise. All right, guys, super excited because we are gonna do a hike around Unicoi Lake that we checked out earlier. And I think it's gonna be a really good hike. It's nice, it's flat, very level, only 2.5 miles. So it shouldn't take us long. We can actually leave straight from the campsite, which means that we will be able to come right back and eat dinner tonight. So I'm excited. It's gonna be a good hike. Wow, guys. It really is such a beautiful trail. I mean, the way the sun's coming through the trees, how it's close to the horizon, the lake in the backdrop. I mean, that's pretty. A lot of wildlife are known to be around this lake, so there's a good opportunity for us to see things like maybe wild turkey or foxes, raccoons, black bears, bobcats, coyotes. So that's the wildlife around this lake. And if we're lucky, we may even see a beaver dam too, but we'll just have to see. I'm gonna have to hustle on this trail because I've realized that it's so beautiful. I just wanna stop and film everything. You guys, look at the size of this tree right now. Oh my goodness, that is one big pine tree. They're usually not that big. They typically fall over before they make that big. Tell you what, it's getting a little warm now. I might end up taking off this hoodie. If I do, it'll be a good surprise to show you guys the shirt I have on underneath, which I've been wanting to talk to you guys about, so maybe it is a good time to do it now. after basking in the sun, I am getting kind of warm in this hoodie. So let's talk about the shirt that I have on underneath. With movie magic, look at that. Now there's only 3 of these shirts in existence today, Wander with Will. And the reason why is because this t-shirt, not just anyone can have. It is an exclusive t-shirt that is only for the people at the upper level of my YouTube account. So if you are not a YouTube member yet, but you want to support the channel, you have to join at the Ultimate Wanderer level, and that gets you this t-shirt. Now what's great about this t-shirt is the back. So the back of the t-shirt comes customized with whatever name you want to put on the back. Why is that important? Well, it's because each number is like a jersey number. You are on the Wander with Will team. So I only have 3, myself and 2 others that are a part of that Ultimate Wanderer subscription. So if you want to get the jersey number 03, make sure to join. I'll put a link in the description below so you can decide if you want to be an Ultimate Wanderer. I'll ship you this shirt customized with the back. So we still got further to walk along this lake. I don't know if we're gonna get around the entire 2.5 miles because I am just enjoying. I see a bald eagle. Well, unfortunately, he didn't come back out, but that was still such a cool experience. I hope you guys were able to see it on the screen. I don't know, we'll have to see what it looks like whenever I go back through editing. You can tell that Georgia is really gearing up for spring as we are approaching the end of February, early March. The birds start chirping like crazy. It's like everybody and everything is coming back to life, which is a really cool feeling to have as we approach spring. And that's really what spring is all about, right? I mean, it's about new life. It's about coming out of winter, and it doesn't matter which season it is. I love to experience the change of the seasons. It's just such a cool thing to experience because it helps us to remember that change is good. The sun is definitely going down now. So as a result, I'm gonna have to head back. I just had so much videoing that I tried to get done. I just ran out of time. So we're gonna head back to the campground, and that way we can go ahead and start working on dinner before it gets too dark outside. And then we will you know, have some time by the campfire and just enjoy the evening before we go to bed. All right guys, now that we're back at the campsite, I have a new piece of gear that I'm super excited to review. It is the Vesta InstaFire Vesta. Check this guy out. Doesn't that look pretty cool? So if you're a part of the Patreon family or a part of the YouTube family, and you help to keep the channel going every month, you guys bought this for me, so I just want to say thank you so much. I really do appreciate you guys. So let's check this piece of gear out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook dinner tonight on this guy because I want to see if you can actually cook something on it, and we may even use it inside the camper tonight to see if this will actually heat up our little camper. So I'm gonna try and leave the heat off all night, and we're gonna see if this guy actually keeps the camper nice and warm. So they say these things have 6 hours of heat, so we'll see if they actually do. I plan on using them all night long, so we'll see. First up, we gotta saute some peppers and onions. So let's do that. While I let that oil heat up a bit, I'm gonna chop up a little spice. I don't know how hot this thing's gonna get. It's hard for me to believe that you can actually cook on this thing. We'll see. I love these utensils from Fire Maple. If you're looking for some utensils that are like super easy to carry around with you, look at this little bag. I mean, it's perfect. That's where I got the cutting board. I got some pepper, some salt, some oil, I just have all kinds of stuff in here. It's awesome. But if you're looking for it, I'll make sure to put a link in the description below where you can get 10% off. So the onions and peppers, they are cooking in here. It's just slow. So I think this thing will cook. It's looking like it will. It's just, it's gonna take a little while to cook it because the flame is not crazy hot, you know? But that's fine. I'm in no hurry. All right, well, we're about 20 minutes in from starting these onions and peppers. And here's what I can tell you. There's definitely a lot of heat coming off of this thing. But in terms of how fast it cooks your food, obviously it's not like cooking with a backpacker stove or, you know, even on top of the campfire. So it is cooking it though. I mean, look at this. It's definitely cooking. It just takes longer, you know? So if you're in no hurry, this will definitely cook your food. But, you know, if you're the kind of person that's like, hey, when it's time to eat, then I wouldn't recommend this for you because it's just not going to be, it's not going to give you the food as fast as you want the food, right? So expect a review. I'm going to do a formal review on this thing, and we'll see how good it heats up the camper. But for right now, I got my jalapeno, I have my steak. So all I got to do, get those onions and peppers off, put the steak on there, cook it a little bit, and then it's going to be ready for steak fajitas. So sun's going down, so I made this campsite a little bit more like home. Check it out. See my lights all around? Isn't that great? So it's feeling like home, but I think these onions and peppers are going to be pretty good. It's basically 6:30. So sun is setting right now, which means I'm probably gonna have to pull out some lanterns. But these onions and peppers took about 30 minutes to get done. So I think we're pretty good on that. I'm gonna put them in this bowl right here and then get the steak on. I season it with rescue rubs. This is an awesome seasoning company that is made right here in Georgia. And what they do is they take their profits or a portion of their profits in order to help dogs that are needing to be adopted. So it's pretty cool. I figure while we're waiting on the steak to get done, which I don't know if it's actually gonna cook in that type of device. We'll see. I mean, if not, then I'll have to cook it a different way. But I figure while it's cooking, might as well get a campfire going. That way I can pull out a chair and get, you know, watch the campfire while this is cooking. I think the steak is done enough for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting it up and yeah, let's see if it tastes good. So I have to be completely honest with you. I'm really hungry. Like, I'm really hungry. I didn't think I was gonna be this hungry, but now I'm like starving. So I'm super ready to eat this steak. So even if it's not, you know, all the way done, I'm probably just gonna eat it. All right, let's see how this steak fajita with peppers and onions tastes. Oh my goodness. Wow, the flavors off the scale. I'm gonna finish this dinner. I'll catch up with you in a little bit. I'm inside the camper now, and let me show you the heating system. This Vesta, it's right here. And as you can see, it is It's actually burning. Man, it's pretty warm. Like when I put my hand right here, it's hot. It is definitely hot. And I've been, outside. I put it in the camper for about, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes, and I can already tell a temperature difference from 15 minutes ago. So I think this thing's going to work great. What I'm going to do is set my heat on the camper. I'm going to set the heat at 56 degrees. So that way, if it does end up getting low and, the heat needs to come on, then great. But I think it's supposed to reach 34 tonight. So maybe a little bit lower. So I think this thing is going to be perfect in here. I'm really excited about it. I'll let you know how it turns out, as we proceed throughout the evening. So I got dinner cleaned up. The dishes are in the sink, so pretty much I got all the food put away. So I think it's time to just sit by the campfire and enjoy the sounds of the evening time with the crackling of the fire. So let's do it. Well, good morning, everyone. It is going on 7 o'clock, and it is time to get up. But the heat worked pretty well last night until it went out at 1:30. I heard it go out, and I didn't want to be up for the rest of the night, so I didn't mess with it. All right, it's time to wake up and make some coffee. Yeah. Stir it up. And let it do its goodness. Wait just a couple more minutes. French press. They call it French press because you press the coffee down. It's a great way to get a lot of flavor out of your coffee. This. Yeah. I love this creamer. This delicious creamer. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're ready. I hope you guys enjoyed another episode of Wander with Will. And like I always say, follow Jesus, follow the trail. You never know how beautiful life could be. Take care, everybody.